Relationships. Salesforce provides a collection of standard objects as part of Salesforce CRM, which are used to store the data related to sales, service, and marketing processes. We can create our own custom objects inside the organization, based on the business requirement. Once the objects has been created, we can map the associations among the objects. While storing the whole business data within a single object, it causes the below issues. 1. Number of columns limitation per an object. Which means, a database table can have max of 1024 columns inside it. 2. It causes the redundancy issues. Which means, in few fields, it contains the repeated values. Which means, duplicate values. 3. It causes the performance issues. 4. Managing the data inside the objects are very difficult. To avoid the above issues, we have to use the help of relationships. Which means, instead of storing the whole business data within a single object, we can split the data to multiple objects, and we can map the associations among the objects. While mapping the associations among the objects, we have to follow the below 2 steps. Step 1. Identify the parent object and child objects. Step 2. Map the associations among the objects. Note: always, we have to map the association from child to parent. Which means, we have to create a relationship field inside the child object, which references to the parent object. While creating the relationship field, we have the below relationship data types. 1. Lookup relationship. 2. External lookup relationship. 3. Master detail relationship. 4. Hierarchical relationship. Lookup relationship. Lookup relationship provides one-many association between the two objects. Which means, a parent record can be associated with one or more child records inside the child object. Lookup relationship can be applicable on the child object, which contains the pre-existing records. While creating the child record, selecting the parent is optional. Which means, lookup relationship field is an optional field. In lookup relationship, child record may or may not be associated with the parent record. Reparenting option is available in lookup relationship by default. Which means once a child record has been created by selecting a parent, then we can change the parent of the child record to another parent. While removing the parent record from the object, the associated child records will get existed as it is. And in the child record, the lookup field value will get cleared out. We can make the lookup field required by selecting the required checkbox upon creating or editing the field settings. If the lookup field is a required field, then, if the user tries to remove a parent record, which is associated with a child record, then, Salesforce won't allow to remove the parent record from the object. So what is the solution for this? Solution 1. Remove all the related child records from the object, and then remove the parent record. Solution 2. Reparent the child records to another parent record. And then, remove the parent record. Rollup summary field can't be applicable on the lookup relationship objects. Sharing settings and security settings of the child record will be purely independent of the parent record. An object can have max of 40 lookup relationship fields. Which means, a child record can be associated with max of 40 parent records. Lookup relationship can be applicable between any two Salesforce objects. Which means, we can map the lookup association between standard to custom, custom to standard, standard to standard, and custom to custom. All the combinations will support lookup relationship. Master detail relationship. Master detail relationship provides one-many association by default. Which means, a parent record can be associated with one or more related child records. Master detail relationship can't be applicable on the child record, which contains the pre-existing records inside it. So how to do it? Solution 1. Remove all the child records from the object, and then map Master detail relationship. Solution 2. Create the lookup relationship between the objects first. And then relate all the child records with the parent records. Once all the child records are associated with the parents, then change the relationship field data type from lookup to master detail. While creating the child record, master detail field is a required field, which means each child record should be associated with a parent record. While removing the parent record, all the associated child records will get removed automatically by default. Sharing settings and security settings of the child record is purely dependent on the parent record. Hence, the parent record contains the owner field, but child record won't have the owner field. Reparenting option is not available by default in master detail association. We need to enable this option manually while creating or editing the master detail relationship field, which means select Allow Reparenting checkbox. We can create maximum of 2 master detail relationship fields per an object. We can't make a standard object as child in master detail relationship, which means standard object should be always a parent object in master detail. It supports custom to custom and custom to standard. Standard relationships. 1. Account and contact. Between account and contact objects we have the lookup relationship by default, where account object is parent object and contact object is child object. Relationship field for contact is account ID, which contains the account record ID, to which the contact gets associated. Note: while removing the account record, all the associated contact records will get removed automatically by default, which is an additional behavior given by Salesforce by default. We can break this additional behavior by using Apex triggers. 2. Account and opportunity. Between account and opportunity objects, we have lookup relationship by default, where account object is parent object and opportunity object is child object. Relationship field for opportunity is account ID, which contains the account record ID, to which the opportunity gets associated. Note: while removing the account record, all the associated opportunity records will get removed automatically by default. We can create rollup summary fields between account and opportunity objects. 3. Account and case. Between account and case objects we have lookup relationship by default, where account object is parent object and case object is child object. Relationship field for case is account ID, which contains the account record ID, to which the case record gets associated. Note: while removing the account record which is associated with few cases, then Salesforce won't allow to remove the account from the object. Solution 1. Remove all the related case records, and then remove the account record. Solution 2. Reparent all the child case records to another parent. Then we can remove the old account record. Many relationship. While mapping the association between the objects, if the objects contains one many relationship from both the sides, then it will be referred as many association. Many association won't be possible between the two objects directly. We can achieve this feature by creating a junction object, which will be acting as a child object for both the parent object. Note: junction object should be associated with both the parents by using 2 master detail relationship fields. While removing the parent record from any of the parent object, the associated child records from the junction object will get removed automatically by default. Standard junction objects. Salesforce provides a collection of standard junction objects as below. 1. Campaign and lead. Between campaign and lead, we have many relationship, where parent objects are campaign and lead. Junction object is campaign member object. 2. Lead and contact. Between lead and contact objects, we have many relationship. Where parent objects are lead and contact. Junction object is campaign member object. 3. Contact and opportunity. Between contact and opportunity objects, we have many relationship. Where parent objects are contact and opportunity. Junction object is opportunity contact role object. 4. Opportunity and product. Between opportunity and product objects, we have the many relationship. Where parent objects are opportunity and product. Junction object is opportunity line item object. 5. User and permission set object. Between user and permission set objects we have many relationship. Where parent objects are user and permission set. Junction object is permission set assignment object. Rollup summary fields. Rollup summary fields are the read-only system-generated fields, whose value will be generated by Salesforce by default. Rollup summary field values can't be editable by the users. Rollup summary field will generate the values by summarizing the child records into the various smaller groups based on the parent record ID. And it will apply the rollup types on the groups. And will represent the results on the parent record. Note: rollup summary field can be applicable on the parent object in master detail association. Salesforce supports the below 4 rollup types, which are called aggregate functions. 1. Count. It will count the number of records exist in the group. 2. Sum. It calculate the sum of the values exist in the specified field. Note: we can supply the field of type either number/%/. Currency. 3. Minimum. This function will find out the smallest value in the specified field. Note: we can supply the field of data type either number or percent or currency or date or time. 4. Maximum. This function will find out the largest value in the specified field. Note: we can supply the field of data type either number or percent or currency or date or time. Note: while creating the rollup summary field, we have to select the data type as rollup summary. We can create max of 25 rollup summary fields per an object. Rollup summary field will get recalculated upon performing the DML operations on the child object records. 1-1 relationship. In this approach, a parent record should be associated with only one child record inside the child object. When the user tries to add more than one child record for the same parent, then it should not accept. We can achieve the 1-1 relationship with the help of the combination of both rollup summary field plus a validation rule. Hierarchical relationship. In this approach, both parent records and child records will get existed in the same object. Hence, we have to map the association of the object with itself. This is also called as self-joining. Note: hierarchical relationship data type can be applicable only for 2 objects in Salesforce, which are user object and user role object.